Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Bridgeforth Field, Winchester, Virginia, on the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action all summer long. Tonight, the Royals play their regular season home finale as they welcome in the Newmarket Rebels. Royals still in a battle for the status of the standings. They have 4 games left. They still have a chance, if everything falls into place, albeit a very small chance, to move up into second place. Woodstock has already won today, so the Front Royal Cardinals did not do the Royals any favors. Woodstock knocked off Front Royal 5-1. Another game that the Royals were very interested in will not be played. Percival at Strasburg has been canceled because of a unplayable field in Strasburg, so that'll be the 4th canceled game for Strasburg. First one that Percival's had canceled, and third and fourth position may very well come down to Wednesday night in Percival when the Royals go to Fireman's Field to close out the regular season against the Cannons. Royals on the road the next 3 nights, at Front Royal tomorrow, at Newmarket on Tuesday, and then at Percival on Wednesday before the playoffs start on Thursday. The Royals are guaranteed of a home playoff spot. Front Royal cannot catch them. Front Royal will finish in 5th place. Newmarket will finish in 6th place. They will travel for round 1 of the playoffs. They'll take on the 3 and 4 seeds, which right now is Percival and Winchester, but both teams have a chance to overtake Woodstock, and we'll keep an eye on that and let you know more about that as the night goes on. But the 2 games that the Royals care about are both either over or canceled. Charlottesville also knocked off Waynesboro earlier today, 14-4 in a 7-inning game. Waynesboro has pretty much mailed it in for the rest of the season. Bottom of the 9th, Stanton leads Covington. That's 8-2. Harrisonburg travels to Culpeper, and then the Rebels right here to take on the Winchester Royals. Royals lead the season series against Newmarket 3-1. The Rebels won game 1 of the series, but the Royals have won the last 3. I'll let you know where your Rebels are playing tomorrow night, Newmarket fans, since it is the last scheduled regular season game before all the rainouts took over. Newmarket is scheduled to play home against Strasburg, so the Rebels return home to take on Strasburg tomorrow night. The Royals again on the road to take on the Front Royal Cardinals. Taking a look at tonight's starting lineups. First for the Newmarket Rebels, 10-26 on the season, 6th in the North. They are 15 games behind a division-leading Strasburg. They are 3.5 games behind Front Royal, and with only 3 games left for the Rebels, they cannot catch the Cardinals, so they will finish in 6th place and play at the number 3 team when the playoffs roll around. Leading it off for the Rebels, the center fielder, Jake Henry Williams from Arkansas State. He'll be followed by the left fielder from James Madison, Ike Smidley. Matt Murphy bats third place first from Salem Community College. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder from Enterprise State Community College, Mike Domkowski. Blaine Waltemeyer bats fifth place right from Penn State Harrisburg. John Domkowski will be the designated hitter from Enterprise State Community College. He bats sixth. Caleb Newcomer bats seventh place short from Shippensburg. Dan Likas will catch, bat eighth from the University of Rhode Island. I'm batting ninth. The second baseman from Potomac State College, Jonathan Mallow. Again for the Rebels, Williams, Schmidley, Murphy, Mike Domkowski, Waltemeyer, John Domkowski, Newcomer, Likas, and Mallow. On the mound for the Rebels, Bryce Pax, the left-hander from Eastern Florida State University, comes into the record of 0-1, makes his second start of the season for the Newmarket Rebels. The left-hander will get the ball. Royals are being introduced to the crowd as we speak. We will step aside as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, and then we will have the Royals starting lineup. Live from Bridgeforth Field, it's Winchester hosting the Newmarket Rebels. Last home game of the regular season for the Royals, trying to go out with the bang. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. Royals and Rebels from Bridgeforth Field to close out the home part of the regular season for the Winchester Royals. Mark Sawyer on the call for tonight's game between these two Northern Division rivals. Newmarket pretty much locked into 6th place. They will play on the road at the number 3 seed first round of the playoffs. The Royals trying to improve their standings and move up to at least 3rd, if not 2nd, and try to get that first round bye, but some things are going to have to happen. Woodstock would have to lose all 4 of their remaining games, while the Royals would have to win all 4 for that to happen. Woodstock needs to win all 4 of their games and have Strasburg lose both of their games for them to move into first place. So, in all likelihood, it's going to be Strasburg, the number 1 seed, and then maybe, probably, possibly Woodstock, the number 2, but Winchester and Purcellville certainly will have something to say about that. And the Cannons and River Bandits will play 3 times in the next 2 days, so Purcellville certainly has an opportunity to put a hurting on Woodstock and take over 2nd place in the division. For the Royals tonight, they'll line it up like this. Leading it off, the center fielder from Shenandoah University, Jamie Padilla. The Royals 19-17, 4th place, 6 games behind Strasburg, 3 behind Woodstock. Ben Jones bats 2nd, place 3rd from Lynchburg University. Todd Abraham will play 2nd, bats 3rd from Binghamton University. Cleanup hitter Parker Fry, the first baseman from East Strasburg. Mark Herschel, bat 5th, doing the catching tonight from Florida International University. Ian Kaiser, the designated hitter, bats 6th. He's from Binghamton University. A.J. Labrusciano, the shortstop, will hit 7th, plays at Rider University. James Pitts, the right fielder from the State College of Florida, bats 8th. Troy Davis will bat 9th. He will play left field from East Strasburg University. Again for the Royals, Padilla, Jones, Abraham, Fry, Hirsch, Kaiser, Labrusciano, Pitts, and Davis. On the mound for the Royals, left-hander Vincent Salvo from Towson University. Comes into the record of 2-2, making his 8th appearance, his 5th start. He's worked 25 innings, allowed 26 hits. 16 runs, they're all earned, 15 walks, 19 strikeouts. Again, 2-2 with a 5.76 earned run average. Defensively for the Royals, behind Salvo, out in the outfield, left to right, Troy Davis, Jamie Padilla, James Pitts. Around the infield, 3rd to 1st, Ben Jones, A.J. Labrusciano, Todd Abraham, Parker Fry, Mark Hurst behind the plate again. Vincent Salvo on the mound, trying to knock off this Newmarket team, and I trying to get to their stats. I pulled up their roster. That's not going to work. First pitch off the plate for a ball. We are underway. That's 2 nights in a row. We got started at 7 o'clock. That's something unusual. We haven't done that in a month and a half. Swung on and missed. The rain has made it really hard for us to get 7 o'clock games going. Jake Henry Williams, the center fielder from Arkansas State, leads it off. He's 1-1 in the count. A .357 hitter, leads the Rebels in that category. 16th game, 20 for 56, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Takes a fastball outside, 2-1 the count. They do have a young man hitting .467, but just 15 at-bats, not enough to qualify. That ball lifted toward left field. Davis going back on it. He's toward the fence, and he's not going to be able to catch it. It's a one-hopper off the fence, and Jake Henry Williams will cruise into second with a stand-up double to start the ball game. So the Rebels start off with a bang here in the first. That'll bring up Ike Schmidley, the left fielder from James Madison. For Williams, that is his 6th double of the season. Schmidley is swung on and missed, 0-1. I'm looking for Schmidley on the line or the stat sheet, and I don't see him. This might be his first game. There he is. He's right under Williams. That ball lifted toward left. Going back onto his Labrusciano, and he will make the catch in shallow left field for the first out of the inning. So before we can tell you much about Ike, he pops up to short to bring up Matt Murphy, the first baseman from Salem Community College. Murphy, a .281 hitter, his 35th game, 32 for 114, no home runs, 21 RBIs. And Newmarket's that team that they line them up just like they've got them hit in the stats order. Williams leads it off, and they just go right down, except for it takes a couple off with the next hitter. First pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Count evens up 1-1. Leadoff double. He's at second now with one out. Guess we better put the glasses on so we can actually see what's going on. The 1-1 will miss outside. 2-1. Unless the Royals sneak into second place and get that first round bye, the 2-1 downstairs for a ball, 3-1. They will be here Thursday for a home game against either Newmarket or Front Royal, depending on whether they finish third or fourth. Salvo sets the 3-1. Swung on and missed. 3-2 the count. Good live fastball there to run the count full, 3-2. These two teams get right back together on Tuesday night in Newmarket. The 3-2 swung on and missed. He chased ball 4. Hirsch will have to throw him out at first. Will do so for the second out here in the first inning. So a nice job by Salvo to work around the leadoff double so far. That'll bring up Mike Domkowski, the right fielder from Enterprise State Community College. Mike, you got to make sure I get the right Domkowski, not his brother John. Mike, the right-handed hitting outfielder, takes a pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Mike hitting 195, his 37th game, 25 for 128, no home runs, 11 RBIs, trying to pick up number 12 here and get the Rebels on the board. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Salvo a pitch away from getting out of it with no damage done. Salvo checks the runner to the 0-2, grounded towards short. AJ up with it. He will flip the first. Low throw. Scooped out by Parker Fry at first. Nice play, Parker Fry. 2 in the inning. Demkowski taps it to short. AJ gets it to first, and Parker took care of the rest of it. Your score after the Rebels go no runs, 1 hit, no errors, a runner left. After half an inning, it's Newmarket 0, Winchester coming to bat. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. Welcome back to Bridgeforth Field. Bryce Pax on the mound for the Newmarket Rebels, left-hander from Eastern Florida State. His 6th appearance, his 2nd start. He's worked 7 innings during the season. He's given up 13 hits, 14 runs, 11 are earned. He's walked 7 in 7 innings. He's struck out 4, 0-1 with a 14.14 earned run average. Defensively for the Rebels, behind him out in the outfield, left to right, Ike Schmidley, Jake Henry Williams, Mike Domkowski. Around the infield, third to first, Blaine Waltemeyer, Caleb Newcomer, Jonathan Mallow, Matt Murphy's at first, Dan Likas behind the plate. Bryce Pax on the mound for the Rebels. 1, 2, 3 to hit for the Royals. Back in the starting lineup tonight, Jamie Padilla will lead it off. Padilla, the center fielder from Shenandoah, plays his home games right here. Comes into the game hitting .296, his 28th game, 32 for 108. He has 2 home runs, 18 RBIs. The Royals leader with home runs is 3. Several guys right behind with 2. Certainly not hitting home runs like they do in Strasburg. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 in there for a strike, nothing in two. Padilla takes two fastballs, and he's down in the count now, 0-2. Pax winds the 0-2. Big looping breaking ball stays out of the zone, 1-2. The wind, the 1-2. Sharply hit towards short into left field for a base hit. So Padilla gets a fat 1-2 pitch and lines it into the outfield. The Royals leadoff hitter on base for Ben Jones. Jones, the third baseman from Lynchburg University, hitting .409 on the season. His eighth game, 9 for 22. No home runs, 6 RBIs. Padilla down at first. The Royals leader in stolen bases right now. He is 12 for 14. Left-handed hitting Jones at the plate. Somebody called a balk. I heard the balk called. I didn't see what umpire called it. The home plate umpire called a balk. So Padilla will be in scoring position now. I heard him, but I didn't see him signal it. And if you're Ben Jones, you get a fat pitch like that, you want to take a hack at it because you get the best result of the play. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. If he'd have hit that up the alley, the balk doesn't count, and the Royals get the base hit. Pax has his sign. He'll take a look at the runner at second. The 0-1 to Jones. Grounded towards second base. It'll get Padilla to third. Up with it, Mallow. He will throw on to first. One out here in the Royals first as Jones gets Padilla over to third. That'll bring up Todd Abraham. The Royals have three games in the next 3 days against teams below them in the standings, games they really need to win. Todd Abraham, the hitter, second baseman from Binghamton University, first pitch off the plate for a ball. Todd, a .290 hitter, his 32nd game, 31 for 107, 2 home runs, 21 RBIs, trying to get a little bit closer to Parker Fry in the team lead with RBIs here. Upstairs for a ball, 2-0, and if Abraham can't do it, Fry waits on deck with his team leading 25 RBIs, which is good enough for fifth in the league. The 2-0 to Abraham in there for a strike, 2-1. The wind is suddenly picked up and blowing in rather briskly from left field, so if Todd's got any ideas of hitting one out to left, it's going to take a big boy shot to get it done right now. 2-1. Grounded sharply to short. They'll concede the run, throw on to first. Padilla will score to make it 1-0. Give Fry his 22nd RBI of the season. And the Royals jump out on top. 1-0. Parker Fry, the cleanup hitter. First baseman from East Stroudsburg. Hitting .283 his 27th game. 26 for 92, 2 home runs, 25 RBIs. First pitch drops in there for a strike, 0-1. So the Royals, a quick 1-0 lead here in the first. Padilla got on. The Royals did the old get him on, get him over, get him in. Slider will miss down. Count evens up 1-1. Base hit, a balk, and a couple of ground balls get the Royals a run. The 1-1 to Fry. That ball's hammered deep to right, but it's going to be foul. He got a pitch he was looking for and ripped it, but it hooks foul. If it's a fair ball, it's home run number 3, and the Royals lead it 2-0, but just hooked foul. The 1-2 to Fry. Grounded right back up the middle. That's going to get into center. No, it's not. Nice play by Newcomer to throw him out. I thought that had base hit written all over it, but Newcomer out of nowhere fields it behind the bag and throws on to first to retire Fry. So the Royals do pick up a run on one hit. There were no errors, nobody left. Your score after one, Winchester 1, Newmarket 0. You're listening to the Winchester Royals at Valley Baseball League action. Welcome back to Bridgeforth Field. We go to the second. Royals up 1-0. Each team with a base hit. Rebels got a leadoff double. Couldn't move him around. The Royals, a leadoff single. Got him over on a balk, couple of ground balls, and they take the 1-0 lead. Back to the mound for the Royals, Vincent Salvo. A leadoff double, but left him stranded there. And I keep pulling up Newmarket's roster instead of their stat sheet, and that's really not doing me any good right now. Leading it off for the Rebels here in the second. Be Blaine Waltemeyer, John Dumkowski, Caleb Newcomer to hit. Throw to second, we're ready to go. Waltemeyer, well, I got two right fielders on my list here, but that's not right. Waltemeyer's playing third. Waltemeyer, the third baseman, hitting 224, his 31st game, 107, or 224 for 107, no home runs, 10 RBIs. Left-handed hitting third baseman. That ball's hammered deep to right, but foul. That one was a whole lot more pretty than the one that Fry hit, but is a whole lot more foul too. That ball was hammered. Somebody's going to be cruising up Cincinnati Road on the way home and pick that one up. The 0-1 to Waltemeyer, who just missed his first home run of the season. Check swing. They will not ask for help. 1-1 the count. The wind blowing right into our face, so you're probably going to hear it on the mic. Lazy fly ball toward right center field. Padilla will call everybody off, and he'll make the catch in right center for out number one here in the second. So Waltemeyer didn't miss his first home run by much, but a fly ball to center brings up John Dunkowski, the designated hitter from Enterprise State Community College. He's hitting .233, his 20th game, 14 for 60. No home run, 7 RBI, sharply grounded to third. Jones up with it. Long throw to first in time to retire Dumkowski for the second out here in the inning. I'll bring up Caleb Newcomer, the shortstop from Shippensburg. Newcomer, a .218 hitter. His 31st game, 19 for 87. No home runs, 6 RBIs. The Rebels as a team hitting .223, which is lowest in the Valley Baseball League. Fouled out of play. 0-1. The Rebels as a team this season have a league low 8 home runs and are hitting .223 as a team. They've also scored a league low 139 runs. So for those wondering why Newmarket is 10-26, there's a handful of reasons right there. Just not getting it done offensively. Now that I've said that, they'll go out and put up 23 on the board today. Salvo's 0-2 off the plate for a ball. 1-2. The Royals, on the other hand, hitting .262 as a team, which is good enough for 4th in the league. The 1-2 misses inside, 2-2. They have just 18 home runs, which is middle of the pack, and have scored, as soon as I can find it, right there, 226 runs. Swung on and missed, and Caleb Newcomer down on strikes. So after giving up the leadoff double to start the game, Salvo's retired 6 in a row. Your score after an inning and a half, Winchester 1, Newmarket 0. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. We go to the bottom of the second. The Royals lead at 1-0. 5-6-7 to hit for the Royals here against Bryce Pax. And another one of those really ugly lines I drew on my score sheet. One thing I need to correct from last night is, for all you Reed Boyer fans out there, I did not credit Reed Boyer with a save last night. He should have been given a save, and we will make the correction in the stats for Mr. Boyer. Mark Hirsch will lead it off. Hirsch, the catcher. First pitch misses outside for a ball from Florida International University. Hitting .556, playing in just his fifth game for the Royals. 5 for 9, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. That ball's ripped toward right, going back on it. I'm sorry, toward left, and Schmedley's going to make the catch because that wind is blowing in from left. Had that been no wind, Hirsch might have had his second home run of the season. Going to bring up Ian Kaiser. Kaiser, the designated hitter from Binghamton University. Kaiser, a 300 hitter. 15th game, 12 for 40, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. Hirsch put a charge into it, but hit it. Ground ball to second. Up with it. Mallow throws on to first. Quickly, 2 outs in the Royals' half of the second. Then bring up A.J. Labrusciano. Shortstop from Ryder. A.J. started the season real slow. Had a hot streak there. It's kind of cooled off a little bit again, hitting .236. His 21st game, 13 for 55, no home runs, 8 RBIs. Will take a pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Picked up his first stolen base of the season last night. The 1-0. That'll catch the outside corner, evens the count, 1-1. The 1-1. Popped it up, should be easy for somebody. Nobody's making any effort. Now it's going to be caught by Likas. He had to get Labrusciano out of his way. A very quick 1-2 third inning for the Royals. I don't think Pax threw, but maybe 5 pitches. We will go to the third. Your score, Winchester 1, Newmarket nothing. You're listening to the Winchester Royals in Valley Baseball League action. We go to the third. Royals and Rebels from Bridgeforth Field. Mark Sawyer on the call of tonight's game between these two Northern Division rivals. The home finale for the regular season for the Winchester Royals. They will be playing at least one home game, whether it's first round on Thursday or they get a bye into the second round on Friday remains to be seen. Dan Likas will lead it off, catcher from the University of Rhode Island. Give you Dan's numbers on the season. Again, I go to their roster. That's not doing me any good. Likas, a 182 hitter, his 10th game, 4 for 22, no home runs, 4 RBIs, right-handed hitting catcher. 8-9-1 to hit for the Rebels here in the third. First pitch. Tap foul toward the Rebels dugout, 0-1. Salvo's retired 6 in a row. As we get going here in the third. Likas, Mallow, then back to the top of the order for Jake Henry Williams. The 0-1. Sharply hit toward third, backhanded by Jones. Long throw, one hopper to Fry. Again dug out by Parker. Ben Jones, nice play at third. He'll throw on to Fry, who makes a nice play on the other end for out number one. That'll bring up Jonathan Mallow, the second baseman for Potomac State College. Mallow, a 225 hitter, his 29th game, 18 for 80. No home runs, 4 RBIs. Left-handed hitter, he dropped down a bunt. It's a beauty. Nobody's going to be able to get him. Fry's going to have to field it, but nobody covering first to flip it to, so it'll be a bunt single for Jonathan Mallow. Second hit of the game for the Rebels brings up Jake Henry Williams, who doubled to lead off the game. Mallow, a speedster at first, 8 for 9 in stolen bases, at the Rebels try to move him into scoring position here. First pitch misses inside for a ball, 1-0. Salvo and the Royals would like to get a ground ball here and see if they can't roll one up on the speedy duo here of the Rebels with the 1-0. That'll miss outside, 2-0. Home plate umpire lets all the people that got in for free tonight know that it was outside. The 2-0, that's in there for a strike, 2-1. Now we'll see what they do with Mallow at first. The 2-1, hammered deep to left field. Nobody's going to get a hold of that one. It's going to be one hop the fence and bounces over the fence. The Royals are going to catch a break as it'll go as a ground rule double. Jake Henry Williams, he's having himself a night, and it's only been the third inning. He pulls that a little bit, and it's 2-1 Rebels, but hits it to the deepest part of the park. And the Rebels are going to have second and third with 2 outs, or with 1 out rather, for Schmidley, who popped to short his first time up. The Royals would like to see him do that again. Third hit of the game for Newmarket. Slider misses down and in. 1-0 the count. Schmidley, a 298 hitter, his 14th game, 14 for 47, no home runs, 7 RBIs, as he tries to add on to those numbers here. 2-0 the count, as that was downstairs. Salvo's 2-0. Grounded towards short. The Royals will give up the runs. Labrusciano will throw on to first. In time, Schmidley will drive in the tying run. And we are 1-1 the top of the third as Mallow, with the great bunt, scores to give the Rebels the tie here. Now Matt Murphy, who struck out his first time up, will try to give the Rebels the lead here. Pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0. 1 run, 3 hits for the Rebels. 1 run, 1 hit for the Royals. We play in the top of the third. The 1-0 popped it up. That's going to be out of play. Fry will give it a look, but he'll not have enough room to make the catch. 1-1 the count. Salvo trying to strand Jake Henry Williams at second base for the second time tonight. The 1-1. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. Salvo has his sign. He'll take a look. The runner at second, the 1-2. Ripped down the line. It's going to be in left field for a base hit. The Rebels are going to take the lead. A 1-2 hanging breaking ball, which will drive us pitching coaches nuts. The Rebels will take the lead on a hanging breaking ball, 1-2. That Murphy rips down their left field line for an RBI double. And just like that, after Salvo had retired 7 straight, the Rebels have grabbed the lead here on a double by Matt Murphy. Brings up Mike Domkowski, who grounded to short his first time. He will again ground to short. Labrusciano will throw him out at first, 2 in the inning, but the Rebels 2 runs, On 3 hits, there were no errors. 1 runner left on base. Your score after 2.5. Newmarket 2, Winchester 1. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. Welcome back to Bridgeforth Field. We go to the bottom of the third. Royals down now 2-1. Just like Salvo, Bryce Pax has retired 6 in a row since he gave up the leadoff base hit that came around to score. He'll face 8-9-1 for the Royals here in the third. Pitts, Davis, and Padilla. James Pitts, the right fielder from State College of Florida, will lead it off. James looking for his first hit as a Royal, playing in his 4th game. He's 0 for 7. No home runs. He does have 1 RBI. He would like to pick up his first base knock here. First pitch. And he will not, as he grounds it right back to the pitcher. Pax gets the glove up. And if it did get the glove up, it was probably going to hit him in the head. It was right at him. If he gets that to bounce a little bit higher, it might be over the bag into center field. But Pax got the glove on it, knocked it down, retrieved it, threw it on to first to retire Pitts for the first out here in the third. And that'll bring up Troy Davis. Davis, the left fielder from East Strasburg. A .345 hitter, his 23rd game, 19 for 55. No home runs, 8 RBIs. He has the highest average for the Royals of guys that have been here for most of the season. The Hurst, Jones, and another catcher have higher batting averages, but much lower at bats. 0-2 the count to Davis as he's up there now with 1 out, nobody on. And he's hoping that Pax makes another 0-2 mistake here. He does not. Barry's hitting the ground. 1-2 the count to Troy Davis. The line, the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Davis down on strikes. Chase went out of the zone. And now Pax, who came in with a 14-plus earned run average, has retired 8 in a row. Padilla will stand in. Padilla has the only hit for the Royals. He got the hit, scored the run. Only offense the Royals have had so far. First pitch. Misses inside, 1-0. The line, the 1-0. That'll catch the corner. Evens the count 1-1. Pax working in a hurry with nobody on. He'll miss outside 2-1. Rebels have out-hit the Royals 4-1. They've outscored them 2-1. We're in the bottom of the third. Pax winds his 2-1 delivery. That'll miss upstairs. Count runs 3-1. Three balls and a strike to the Royals leadoff hitter. That's grounded sharply to third. It's going to be missed by Waltemeyer. Padilla rounding first, heading to second. He's going to be there with 2 outs. Waltemeyer tried to backhand it, didn't get the glove down far enough. I'm assuming it'll go as a double. We'll see how they score it. In any event, the Royals have the tying run in scoring position now for Ben Jones, who was hot starting the season when he got here, but has cooled off substantially since. 6 RBIs on the season, looking for his 7th hitter to get the Royals back even. They do indeed give Padilla a double all the way. So he's at second with 2 outs for Jones. First pitch, grinding right back up the middle to the pitcher. Pax throws the glove down, flips to first. The Royals will waste a 2-out double A couple comebackers to the mound and a strikeout. The Royals, no runs a hit, no errors, a runner left. Your score after 3 complete remains Newmarket 2, Winchester 1. You're listening to the Winchester Royals Valley Baseball League action. Vincent Salvo back to the mound for the Royals. We go to the top of the fourth. Winchester down 2-1. 5, 6, 7, just like the second inning to hit for the Rebels here in the fourth. Walter Meyer, John Domkowski, and newcomer. It's final in Covington. Stanton has beat the Lumberjacks 8-2. Harrisonburg, Culpeper, the only other game still in progress. They're bottom of the second, 0-0. And again, the Purcellville-Strasburg game has been canceled due to an unplayable field. First pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Walter flew to center his first time. That's got the corner. Count evens up 1-1. We got to talk to the president of the team about recliners for next season. A 1-1 will miss downstairs, 2-1. Salvo's given up 4 hits, 2 runs. That's grounded toward second. Abraham on. He will flip to first in time to retire Waltemeyer. First out here in the fourth. I bring up John Domkowski, the designated hitter. He grounded to third his first time. A nice play by Ben Jones. First pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Last time we'll be on the air until playoffs start on Thursday. I hope you'll miss us. We'll certainly miss you. And I'm not sure what that was all about. Maybe Domkowski asked for timeout. I'm not sure. Salvo's 1-0. Off his foot toward third. Jones will field it, but it'll be a foul ball. And Domkowski not happy just because it's off his foot, and I'm sure it probably hurt. So the home plate umpire will go out and give Salvo his selection of baseballs out of his pouch and give Domkowski a minute to walk it off, collect his thoughts. That's one of those that hurts now, but it's going to sting tomorrow and probably bruise up and just be a pain. Last week of the regular season heading to playoffs, neither one of these teams can afford to lose anybody to an injury. Salvo sets his 1-1. Lifted out of play. Count 1-2 now. That'll get it past the fence and roll out into Jim Barnett Park somewhere. The 1-2. Grounded up the middle into center field. That's the second 1-2 hit that Salvo's given up tonight. Just too good with the 1-2 pitches, and the Rebels are taking advantage. Fifth hit of the game for the Rebels. Lifted toward left, going back on it is Davis. The wind's going to hold it up. He's going to make the catch right on the edge of the warning track. Newcomer hit it as far back as he could without getting it out of the ballpark, but with that wind blowing in, it held it up for the second out in the inning, and that'll bring up Danilikas. He's 0 for 1, grounded to third his first time. Domkowski at first, probably not a real big stolen base threat. He is 1 for 1 on the season. First pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0. As a former pitcher, every time I gave up a 1-2-0-2 hit, I just see my coaches screaming at me. Tapped at the plate, but it'll be foul. 1-1. And I know as I was a pitcher, that was always drilled into my head, so I gotta believe these guys hear the same speeches from their pitching coaches. Game hadn't changed that much. 1-1 the count to Lakis as he tries to move the runner around with 2 outs. Grounded sharply to third, but foul. 1-2 the count. Lakis will have to get a new piece of lumber as that one appears to be cracked now as he tosses it toward the dugout. Asking one of his teammates to retrieve him a new bat. Wow, they've even got pine tar in a can now. What is Jiminy Christmas? I guess they don't even have pine tar rags anymore. They just spray it on the bat. Salvo trying to get out of the inning with no further damage. The 1-2 on the way. That'll miss outside. 2-2. 2 runs, 5 hits for the Rebels. A run, 2 hits for the Royals. Both hits for Winchester from Jamie Padilla. The 2-2. That'll miss outside. 3-2. They'll give they'll give Domkowski at first the head start on the 3-2 2-out pitch here. So something up the alley is going to make it 3-1. The 3-1 fouled out of play. We'll do it again. Domkowski will have to go back to first. The 3-2. Line toward left. Coming on Davis. He's not going to be able to make the catch. It's going to one hop. Domkowski's going to go first to third, and the Rebels have something going here in the fourth. Got in on his hands, but Lack is able to fight it off and drop it into left field. Off the bat, it looked like it might hold up for Davis to get there, but he had to hold up and played on the hop. 6th hit of the game for the Rebels, and Jonathan Mallow will hit. He dropped down a perfect bunt single his first time up. That's downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Mallow 1 for 1, scored what was the tying run at the time. A 1-0. That'll catch the corner, evens the count 1-1. Salvo trying to keep the Royals within a run here. The 1-1. Popped it up, but that's going to be out of play. It's probably going to land on top of our heads. Just hits right in front of the press box and bounces up to the window. 1-2 the count to Mallow. So a team that comes in with a league worst 223 batting average has 6 hits in 3 and 2+ innings. The 1-2 tap foul. Count holds 1-2. Rebels lead it 2-1. They have another run at third. Likas at first as the Royals try to get out of the inning. That'll miss outside, 2-2. Salvo sets. He'll check the runner at first. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He pulled the string, and Mallow way out in front in this large crowd. Something to cheer about now. They're hoping the Royals get the offense going for the Rebels in the fourth. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They'll leave 2 on. Your score after 3.5 remains Newmarket 2, Winchester 1. Royals need to get the offense kicked into gear. We go to the bottom of the fourth. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. Welcome back to Bridgeforth, Royals and Rebels. Royals got a pitching gem last night and a very important win over Purcellville. Owen Powell and Reed Boyer combined for a 1-hit shutout and a 2-0 victory for the Royals. The Royals still not a lot of hits last night, and well, not a lot of hits or runs here so far tonight as they find themselves down 2-1 as we play in the bottom half of the fourth. The Royals just 2 hits, in both those from leadoff hitter Jamie Padilla. 3, 4, 5 will hit here in the fourth. Abraham, Fry, and Hirsch. Abraham drove in the only Royals of the game with an RBI ground out. And this sizable crowd that got in for free tonight would certainly like to see the Royals get some offense going here and something to cheer about. First pitch to Abraham. In there for a strike, 0-1. Abraham is 22nd RBI of the season in the first inning, the 0-1. That's grounded toward left, backhanded by Newcomer. He's going to try to make the throw, but not going to have a play. Nice play by Newcomer to keep it in the infield, but Abraham will beat it out for an infield single. Newcomer did all he could. He fielded, hopped, and threw all in one motion, but it was up the right field line, and Abraham with the third hit of the game for the Royals and brings up Parker Fry, who didn't miss his third home run by much in the first inning. You'd like to at least move Abraham around. If he hits it out of the ballpark, okay, that'll be fine. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Fry leads the Royals with 25 home runs. I'm sorry, with 25 RBIs. I wish he had 25 home runs. The 0-1. That'll miss upstairs. 1-1. I'm sure he'd be okay with that too. 3 games final, 1 game canceled, 2 games still in progress here tonight in the Valley League. The 1-1 catches the outside corner. Parker thought it was outside. Shakes his head in disbelief, and he's down to the count now, 1-2. The 1-2, that'll miss outside, 2-2. Fry's worked the count even here, looking for something that he can move Abraham around with. The 2-2, that'll miss way outside, 3-2. Let's see what the Royals do here. 3-2 with nobody out. Abraham down at first does have 3 stolen bases on the season, but it's been thrown out 5 times. The 3-2 grounded foul as Murphy comes off the bag to make the play. Fry just Barely got a piece of it, but stays alive with the foul ball down the first base line. The 3-2. Abraham off. Fisted toward left field. It's going to be a double play as it's a looping line drive to Waltemeyer at third. The Royals trying to stay out of the double play did just the opposite as Fry gets fisted. A line to third for the first out. Abraham dead meat at first as he was basically at second base. And that'll bring up Mark Hirsch, who put a charge into a ball in the second inning, but it was out on the fly to left as the wind held it up. He'll tap this one foul. 0-1. The 0-1 misses downstairs 1-1. The 1-1. Broke his bat. Let's see if Waltemeyer's going to have a play. He's over in foul territory. He'll make the backhanded catch. So after a leadoff single here in the fourth, the Royals head to a double play. Hirsch will pop out down the third base foul line. 2 in the inning. No runs hit, no errors, a runner left. After 4, it's Newmarket 2, Winchester 1. You're listening to the Winchester Royals in Valley Baseball League action. Welcome back to Bridgeforth Field, Winchester, Virginia. Royals and Rebels do battle here in the home finale for the regular season for the Winchester Royals, and so far not going the way they had hoped. They are down 2-1 as we go to the top of the fifth. Vincent Salvo back to the mound for Winchester. He'll face the top of the order, which has been a thorn in his side so far tonight. Jake Henry Williams, 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. He has scored what has proved to be the lead run here tonight. And Ike Schmidley and Matt Murphy. Those 3 hitters have combined for 3 doubles, a run, and 2 RBIs. Tap foul toward the third base dugout. 0-1. The 0-1 misses downstairs, 1-1. The 1-1 that'll miss way outside, 2-1. The 2-1 will miss outside, 3-1. He's missed badly with the last two pitches. Salvo's 3-1. Misses inside, ball 4. So Jake Henry Williams on for the third time tonight in 3 plate appearances. And the Rebels will look to add to a 2-1 lead with Ike Schmidley up. Jake Henry Williams on the season, 3 for 5 in stolen base attempts. Schmidley 0 for 2. RBI ground out his last time up. 1-0 as that pitch misses outside. He's missed with 4 in a row now. A 1-0. That ball driven toward deep left field, going back onto this Davis, going back onto this Padilla. That's going to hit the fence in the air. The Rebels are going to get another run. The throw to the plate is going to be nowhere near as Labrusciano launched it, but he just missed everything. Fortunately, backed up nicely. It'll be the 4th double of the game, all coming from the top 3 hitters in the lineup, and Newmarket has added to their lead. The leadoff walk is on the board, and that'll bring up Murphy, who doubled in a run his last time up. Give Schmidley his 2nd RBI of the game. His 9th of the season. And now Matt Murphy with a chance to make it even more. That ball's hammered toward left, but will cruise into the Royals bullpen. So Vincent Salvo right now not fooling a whole lot of hitters as they are teeing off. Murphy 1 for 2, doubled his last time up. He struck out in the first. The Rebels have 7 hits, 4 are for doubles. And 2 of those RBI doubles. That pitch misses downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Jake Henry Williams has been a thorn in the Royals' side so far tonight. Runner takes off for third. The throw down to third is going to be launched into left field. Holy shnikes. Hirsch came up and fired it, but he fired it in the air into left field. In a game the Royals really needed to play well and get a win if they had any hopes of catching Woodstock in the standings. Has just not gone well at all. Give Schmidley the stolen base to third. He'll score on the air. The Rebels have added 2 runs here in the 5th and now lead it 4-1. First error of the game, and now Murphy will hit with nobody on and nobody out. The 1-2, strike 3 called. Murphy down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. That'll be the first out in the 5th. Now bring up Mike Domkowski. He's grounded a short twice to end the 1st, to end the 3rd. No matter what he does here, it won't end the inning. Only 1 out. First pitch hammered toward the Royals bullpen, 0-1. The 0-1 will miss outside, 1-1. So Newmarket, who's had losing streaks of 8 and 9 this season, leads this game 4-1. Popped it up towards center field. Padilla will range over toward right. Will call off Pitts and will make the catch for out number 2. Gonna bring up Waltemeyer. Waltemeyer 0 for 2. He's flown to center and grounded out. That pitch downstairs for a ball. 1-0. The Royals gave up 2 base runners all night last night. They've done that in this inning alone. The 1-0. That's lined in the left field for a base hit. Waltemeyer has his first hit of the game. 8th hit of the game for the Rebels. That'll bring up Domkowski, who singled his last time up. John Domkowski, that is. He's 1 for 2. The Rebels as a team, 34 of 44 in stolen bases on the season, so they don't run a lot. Nothing like what we saw last night from Percival. The Royals will go to the bullpen. Salvo's night is over. New pitcher for the Royals. From Shenandoah University, Nick Bell on to try to stem the tide here. It's been all Newmarket. Bell, the right-hander from Shenandoah. Give you his numbers here in a moment. Nick trying to come in and stop the bleeding with the Rebels at the plate, and maybe the Royals can find some offense, but so far it's been all Newmarket. Bell making just his second appearance for the Royals. He's worked 1 inning. They're both in relief. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts, no earned run average, and no record on the season. Just signed middle to late last week to give the Royals pitching staff some more arms. He'll come on and try to stem the tide here. Bell will go 4 2/3 innings. He allows 8 hits. 8 hits. So far, he's given up 4 runs, but the runner first is his responsibility. 4 runs, they're all earned. First pitch from Bell. Grounded toward third. Big hop for Jones. He'll spin, throw to first. Picked by Fry again. Parker Fry's having himself a nice night at first base, making the Royals infielders look good. Bell throws 1 pitch, gets out of the inning, but the Rebels add on 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Royals there rather, and they'll leave 1 on base. Your score after 4.5. We're halfway home. It's Newmarket 4, Winchester 1. You're listening to Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Royals with some work to do. They find themselves down 4-1. They've been out hit 8-3. Bryce Paxt, who came into the game with a 14+ ERA, is shut the Royals down on 3 hits. First pitch swinging Kaiser, and he'll pop it up in the infield. Newcomer will make the catch, and the longer you let this team hang around, the more confident they're going to get. And it's going to make it that much tougher. A.J. Labrusciano popped to the catcher his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Just 3 hits for the Royals, 2 of them by Jamie Padilla, the other one by Todd Abraham, who was erased on a double play. So the Royals have only left 1 runner on base, but they've only had 3 on base. First pitch to A.J. in there for a strike, nothing in 1. The 0-1. That'll miss upstairs. Count evens 1-1. Pax has not walked anybody. There is a right-hander up getting loose in the Newmarket bullpen, but I'm sure they'd like to get him through the 5th to at least qualify him for a win if he should get that far. Foul into the screen. 1-2. Heck, the Bat Boys trying to get the Royals going. The 1-2. Fouled out of play. We'll do it again, 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled out of play. We'll do it again, 1-2. Pax winds his 1-2. Grounded towards second. Should be easy for Mallow. Plays the big hop. Sets his feet. Throws on to first. 2 outs here in the 5th. For James Pitts, who hit it hard his last time up, but Pax was able to knock it down and throw him out. I would say through 4 2/3 innings without seeing any of the other games he's pitched, Bryce Pax probably throwing the best game of his summer. Shutting the Royals down. First pitch to Pitts. That's in there for a strike, nothing in 1. The line, the 0-1. That'll miss high and away. Count evens 1-1. They're still scoreless at Culpeper. Harrisonburg and Culpeper top of the 4th, the 1-1. Outside corner, 1-2. The line, the 1-2. That'll stay upstairs. Count evens 2-2. Pitts and Davis, if Pitts can keep the inning going, there are 2 outs. The 2-2. Misses outside, runs the count full, 3-2. It was outside, although the Rebels wanted it. In fact, Schmidley was on his horse, hightailing it toward the dugout from left field, but off the plate for a ball, the 3-2. Swung on and missed. He chased ball 4. So the Rebels thought they had strike 3 on the pitch before, but Pitts will swing and miss at a pitch up in his eyes. And the Royals go in order here in the 5th. Your score after 5 complete. Newmarket 4, Winchester 1. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. Nick Bell back to the mound for the Royals. They trail at 4-1. The Royals snapped a 3-game losing streak last night, but they only got 5 hits doing it. Owen Powell and Reed Boyer combined on a 1-hit shutout to lead the Royals to a 2-0 win. So the offense since the All-Star game has really been lacking. They lost The game right before the All-Star game and then two coming out of the All-Star game. Again, the win last night, but just a 2-0 win. And tonight they have been shut down on 3 hits through 5 innings. Find themselves down 4-1. Nick Bell needs to have a good inning here to get the Royals back to swinging, and they need to see if they can find some offense down there in that bat rack. 7, 8, 9 to hit newcomer Likas and Mallow. Newcomer 0 for 2. He struck out and flown to left. He leads off the Rebels' sixth. I've even lost track of where we're at in the game. First pitch. Fouled into the screen, 0-1. The 0-1. Popped it up toward right field. Coming in, his pitch going back is Abraham, and James will make the catch in shallow right field for out number 1. Liam Likas, he singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. He's also grounded at third. Has one of the 8 Newmarket hits. In fact, 6 different guys have hits for Newmarket here tonight. 7 different guys have hits for Newmarket. Newcomer who just flew out to right is one that does not. First pitch. Tap foul toward the Royals dugout, 0-1. No balls to strike, 1 out. Top of the 6th. Royals. The 0-1, grounded toward third. Fielded by Jones. Long throw to first. He got it there to Fry. Likas grounds out 5-3. 4 out, number 2. Bell's retired all 3 he's faced since coming on. Jonathan Mallow, who got the Rebels started with a perfect bunt with 1 out in the third, came around to score. Is 1 for 2 with a run and a strikeout. Left-handed hitting Mallow, number 9 hitter in the Rebels lineup. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Bell trying to turn the Rebels away here in the 6th. The 0-1. That's downstairs for a ball. Count evens 1-1. Bell sets his 1-1. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Rebels. A run, 3 hits, 1 error for the Royals. The error led to a run. The 1-2. Ripped down the first base side, but foul. He got a hanging breaking ball and jumped all over it. I don't know what it is with hanging breaking balls and Royals pitchers at 1-2, but it seems to be very contagious. The 1-2. That's upstairs for a ball. Count evens up 2-2. Try to get him to chase the fastball up in the zone. Mallow laid off of it. Foul sets the 2-2. Fouled out of play. We'll do it again, 2-2. The 2-2. Line toward left. That's going to be a base hit. Mallow's 2 for 3. Mallow stayed short, drove it the other way, and he'll be a 2-out base runner now for, oh yeah, here comes that guy. Jake Henry Williams, 2 for 2. He's doubled twice. He has scored twice. He's also walked. You know, oh boy, can the Royals really use getting him out here in this situation. Good chance Mallow will be taking off. That pitch down and away, 1-0. I'm sure the Rebels would love to get another runner in scoring position and see if Jake Henry can't drive him in. Bell sets the 1-0. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Bell's 1-1. Swung on and missed. Good breaking ball, and Jake Henry Williams way out in front. Waved at it, and I'd think I'd go with that same pitch down and away and see if you can't get him to wave at another one. Bell sets. He'll check the runner at first. The 1-2. Throw to first. Had him leaning the wrong way, but Mallow able to scramble back to the bag. Bell has his sign. He'll come set. The 1-2. Popped it up, but it'll be out of play. Count remains 1-2. Bell's 1-2. Hurst set up outside. Slider down and away. Good pitch. Williams laid off of it. Count evens up 2-2. That's where he went, that 1-2-0-2 breaking ball down and away. Now let's see where Bell goes, 2-2. Slider down and away. That's going to get away from the catcher and go all the way to the backstop. Mallow will move up on the wild pitch. And now Jake Henry Williams has worked it full. I would be opposed to walking him here and putting him on, but the next guy has also got an RBI double and has a couple of RBIs in the game, so pick your poison there. The 3-2 to Williams. Upstairs, ball 4. Williams has walked for the second straight time, and he's been on base 4 times in 6 innings. Ike Schmidley will be the hitter. He popped the short in the first. He had an RBI ground out in the third, RBI double in the fifth. He also came around to score on the throwing error. 1 for 3 with a run and 2 RBIs and a stolen base. First pitch misses downstairs, 1-0. And that'll bring a visit from the dugout. They're going to have a chat with Bell. Not to beat a dead horse about how important this game is, but if the Royals don't win this game, any hopes of catching Woodstock for second place go out the window, and now you're concerned about catching Purcellville, who has already gained a half a game tonight because their game got canceled. So the Royals win would gain them a half a game on the Cannons and move them in front. A loss and you're a half a game behind Purcellville. And they've only got a couple games left. Visit's over. We'll go back to work. Bell trying to keep it at 4-1 here. Rebels have out hit the Royals 9-3. The 1-0 to Schmidley. Fouled out of play, 1-1. Bell sets, checks the runners, the 1-1. Fisted down the right side, but that'll be foul and out of play as it heads toward the Newmarket bullpen. And the youngsters will all chase it down and see who's going to get the snow cone. Oh, the race is on. Kid in the pink shirt's winning. Bell's 1-2. Tap foul. We'll do it again. 1-2. The kids got behind the batting cage. I can't see who's winning now. I don't think the kid in the pink shirt got the ball, though. Bell's 1-2. Fisted toward left field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Runner's rounding third. He's coming to the plate. The Royals got the runner hung up at second. He got back in time. The Royals can't get anybody out. Schmedley got fisted. He dropped it into left field for a base hit to drive in Malo. And then Jake Henry Williams came around second, too far. Bruschiano had him hung out to dry at second, but didn't make a great throw. And Jake Henry was able to slide back in safely. This one's going to be grounded toward right field. In for a base hit. Pitts will field it. He will throw to the plate. It's going to be cut off. Another RBI single, and it's all from Newmarket. Here tonight, they are just wearing out Royals pitching. Before I could even tell you, Matt Murphy was up. He drove in a run. So Schmidley picks up his second hit. Murphy picks up his second hit. For Schmidley, his third RBI of the game. Murphy has his second. Williams has scored for the third time. Schmidley will stop. That's going to be ripped into center field. A broken bat base hit into center field. Throw's going to come to third, and they are going to not get him at third. Domkowski shattered his bat, but ripped into center field. Third consecutive RBI single for the Rebels here in the inning. And they are putting it on the Royals here tonight. Murphy goes first to third. Domkowski is at first. The Rebels have scored 3 times here in the inning. First pitch off the plate for not only a broken bat scores a run, but he hit it hard with a broken bat. That ball was smoked into center field. It's so bad they're throwing stuff at me here in the press box now. The 1-0. And misses outside, 2-0. The Rebels have out hit the Royals 12-3. The team that hits 233 on the season, dead last in the league, are just wearing out Royals pitching tonight. Swung on and missed. 2-1. Waltemeyer singled his last time up. He is 1 for 3. Everybody in the Rebels lineup has at least one hit except for Caleb Newcomer. He started this inning with a fly out to right. The 2-1. Swung on and missed, 2-2. And there are 4 Rebels that have 2 hits. The top 3 guys all have 2 hits, and the number 9 hitter, Jonathan Mallow, 2 hits. In fact, Mallow started all this with a 2-out single. This all started with 2 outs. The 2-2 grounded foul down the first base side will kick off the fence and roll into fair territory. One of the Rebels will hop the fence and retrieve it out of the playing field. And then we'll go back to work. 2-2 the count on Blaine Waltemeyer. That's line into left field for a base hit. The Rebels are just pouring it on. Murphy scores. Domkowski goes to second. Waltemeyer, his second hit in a row. That's an RBI single. The Rebels have scored 4 times in this inning. That'll be the end of the night for Nick Bell, as he got the first 2 guys out in the inning, and it all came apart on him. He will not figure in the decision, but he has watched the Rebels bat around here in the 6th. And now the conversation you got to start having is Newmarket scores 3 more times. We're talking about them winning this game in 7 innings. John Dunkowski will be the hitter. He'll face the new Royals pitcher, who's wearing the blue glove and a left-hander coming on. I should know who that is with the blue glove, but I don't remember. Gavin Sansone. He's the only left-hander left. It was either Kaiser or Sansone, and Kaiser's hitting, so Gavin Sansone will be the new Royals pitcher. Sansone on the year, making his 10th appearance, all in relief. He's worked 12 innings. He's given up 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 are earned, 14 walks in 12 innings. Not a good number there. He struck out 16. Is 1-0. He does have one save. Obviously not a save situation here. Earned run average of 3.75. And he comes on to try to put out this fire here in the 6th. Sansone, the left-hander from Long Island University, just finished up his freshman year. Nick Bell retired the first 3 guys he faced and looked like he was going to have a nice night, but that fizzled away quickly as the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys have all reached base. 4 of them have scored. And oh yeah, Bryce Pax, who had the 14+ ERA coming in, was having himself a whale of a night. Second night in a row that the opposing pitchers had a really good night against the Royals. The Royals were able to score a couple of unearned runs last night to at least get the win. John Dunkowski will stand in. He's 1 for 3, a couple of groundouts to third and a single. 9th hitter to hit for the Rebels here in this inning. First pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bell goes 1 inning, gives up 5 hits. So far, he's given up 4 runs. They're all earned, but the runners on base are his responsibility. The 1-0 to Dunkowski. In there for a strike, 1-1. He walked 1, no strikeouts. Did throw a wild pitch. And again, responsible for the 2 runners on base here with 2 outs in the 6th. The 1-1. Fisted towards short. Bruschiano is going to make the catch as it looped into shallow left, but AJ there to put an end to this inning. But the Rebels, 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. No Royals errors. They will leave 2 on base. Your score after 5.5. It is all Newmarket. They lead at 8-1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. Bryce Pax back to the mound for the Rebels. He's had himself a nice night. He shut the Royals out, or shut them down 1 hit through 3 on 3 hits, and he'll pop the first guy up. Troy Davis will pop it up to short, first pitch of the inning. Quickly one out here in the Royals' 6th. Davis pops to short. They'll bring up Jamie Padilla. Padilla 2 for 2. He has been the Royals' offense tonight. Singled, scored in the first, doubled in the third, and was stranded. Has 2 of the 3 hits for the Royals. First pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Royals have some serious making up to do here tonight. The 1-0. Hitting there for a strike, 1-1. Not the way you wanted to come out and play on your final home regular season game, as that's downstairs 2-1, especially to the last place team, not only in the division, but in the league. The wind, the 2-1. Upstairs for a ball, 3-1. Royals need Padilla on. They don't care how he gets there. 3-1. In there for a strike, 3-2. Right-hander still getting loose in the Newmarket bullpen, so probably going to let Pax go as far as he can. He's qualified for the win now. The 3-2 tapped down the third base line, but foul. Count remains 3-2. The 3-2 just misses. Didn't miss by much, and I think the Rebels were looking for strike 3, but they don't get it. Padilla will draw the 1-out walk. First walk of the game issued by Pax, just his 4th base runner allowed. The 3 hits and now a walk. And the 1 base hit was erased on a double play. Ben Jones 0 for 2. Grounded to second, grounded to the pitcher. First pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The set, the 1-0. High and tight, 2-0 rather. Fastball in there for a strike, 2-1. 2-1, catches the outside corner, evens the count, 2-2. Boy, the home crowd did not like that call at all. Jones wasn't thrilled about it either, but that outside corner has been pretty consistent all night. The 2-2 misses high and tight, 3-2. And Pax might have reached his limit. If he walks Ben Jones here, they may go get the right-hander. The 3-2, ball 4 outside. He has walked 2 in a row after retiring Davis on 1 pitch. And here comes probably the hook. So that'll probably be the end of the night for Bryce Pax. But boy, oh boy, for a guy that came in with a 14-plus ERA, he's had himself a nice night. So far, no indication. We will wait to see what the conversation holds. Todd Abraham will hit. Whether it's against Pax or the new right-hander, we will see. Conversation still going on with the entire infield on the mound. Home plate umpire is going to go out and force a decision here, either make the change or stay with him, and they're going to stay with him, so Pax will stay in the game. Just wanted to catch his breath and get him to reset a little bit. Well, the 1-2 guys have done their job. They've gotten on base. Now the middle of the order needs to drive some in. Abraham, he grounded out, drove in a run in the first, singled in the 4th. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. He's driven in the only run of the game for the Royals. wind has died down quite a bit coming in from left field. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1. Grounded toward short, could be two. Newcomer can't make the play, and the Royals are going to have the bases loaded. Padilla jockeyed right in front of Newcomer to distract him before heading on to third. Newcomer kicked it, and everybody will be safe. And now Parker Fry will hit with the bases loaded and the team leader in RBIs. A chance to get the Royals right back into this thing. First pitch to Parker. That ball's rifled toward right, but right at Domkowski. It'll drive in a run on the sacrifice fly. Fry hit it on a line, but right to the right fielder. So that'll be the second out. Give Fry his 26th RBI of the season. Padilla scores. Jones moves to third. Abraham stays at first, and the Royals get a little bit closer, but with the bases loaded, one out, and your cleanup hitter on, I know he hit it hard, but you really needed more out of that than you got. See if Hirsch can pick him up here. 1-0 the count as that pitch misses inside. A loud line drive off the bat of Parker Fry, but right to the right fielder. The 1-0. Grounded sharply down the third base line, but foul. Backhanded by Waltemeyer there, but on the left side of the base. 1-1 the count. Hirsch didn't miss a home run by much in the first inning. The wind held it up and probably cost him a long one. The wind still blowing in from left, but not nearly as hard, and he'll left this one towards center. Should be easy for Jake Henry Williams, and it will be. So the Royals get a couple of one-out walks, but Pax works around him, allows just the one run. For the Royals, no runs. I'm sorry, let's try that again. One run, no hits. There was one error, and the Royals will leave two on base. Your score after 6 complete. Newmarket 8, Winchester 2. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. We go to the 7th. It's Newmarket 8, Winchester 2. Rebels looking for their 11th win of the season, second one against the Royals as they have solidified they're going to be the last place team in the standings and play at the number 3 team. The Royals still have hopes of being number 3 or even number 2, but number 2 certainly fizzling away and not helping themselves with the number 3 spot here at all tonight. Gavin Sansone back to the mound for the Royals. He'll face the same spot that started the 4-run rally last inning, 7, 8, 9, Newcomer, Likas, and Mallow. Newcomer and Likas both recorded outs before Mallow singled to left to start the 4-run rally with 2 outs. Rebels have out hit the Royals 13-3 tonight. Just a whooping all the way around. First pitch misses inside and almost hit him off of Hirsch's glove all the way to the backstop. 1-0. 8 runs, 13 hits, an error for the Rebels, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Royals. The 1-0. Had misses inside 2-0 after the big win against Purcellville last night. You thought the Royals might come out with a little bit more of a spark here tonight, but that has not happened. They find themselves down a touchdown in the last third of the game, the 2-0. Downstairs, ball 3, 3-0. Nowhere near. Ball 4. He walked him on 4 pitches, and Newcomer, the leadoff hitter, on here in the 7th. How to bring up Lekas. Lekas is 1 for 3. He's grounded a third twice. He's also singled. In a close game, you'd expect him to bunt here, but up 6 runs in the 7th. Probably going to let him swing away and see if he can't do some more damage. First pitch. Swung on and missed, and he was trying to. He had a healthy hack. Had an inside fastball, came up empty, 0-1. Sansone sets. He'll check the runner, the 0-1. Fouled out of play, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. There are no outs here in the top of the 7th. Runner at first. The 0-2 to Lekas. Swung on and missed. He chased the ball out of the zone, and he is down on strikes. We're at number 1 here in the 7th. That'll bring up Jonathan Mallow. Mallow has been every much a thorn in the side for the Royals. Is the leadoff hitter. Mallow 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. I'm sorry, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. He struck out in the 4th. Closed the book on Nick Bell. The first pitch off the plate for ball 1-0. Bell goes 1 inning, 5 hits, 4 runs. They're all earned, 1 walk. No strikeouts. Did have 1 wild pitch. Will not figure into the decision here tonight. The Royals need a big comeback to keep Salvo from losing his 3rd game of the season. The 1-0. Downstairs for a ball, 2-0. The 2-0, nowhere near. Ball 3, 3-0. He walked Newcomer on 4 pitches, was able to strike out Lacus, but now he's gone 3-0 on Mallow. And lordy, you certainly don't want to put runners on base in front of Jake Henry Williams the way he's swinging it tonight. The 3-0. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. This, what was once a big crowd, starting to thin out a little bit now, still trying to keep the Royals up and going strong. The 3-1. In there for a strike, 3-2. Every time the Royals do something good, you hear a nice little round of applause, but certainly not as much as they'd have liked tonight. The 3-2, downstairs, ball 4. So he came all the way back, ran it full, but still lost him. Second walk of the inning, and that'll bring up Jake Henry Williams. Williams 2 for 2. He's walked twice, he's doubled twice, he's scored 3 times. Now a chance to drive in his first run of the game. First pitch. Half swing, tried to hold up, couldn't do it, 0-1. Right-hander still getting loose in the Newmarket bullpen and throwing now with the Rebels hitting the 0-1. Misses inside, 1-1. You got to believe that Pax's night is over and he'll come into the game, try to shut the Royals down for the last 3 innings and give the Rebels a big win for them. The 1-1. And misses outside, 2-1. Williams has walked his last 2 times up. He doubled his first 2 times up. The 2-1. Misses inside, 3-1. Now he's a pitch away from walking his third of the inning and loading the bases. Sansone sets the 3-1. That's in there for a strike, 3-2. Royals need to figure out a way to retire Jake Henry Williams here. A double play would be wonderful, but with his speed, won't be easy. Swung on and missed, and he got Williams out for the first time tonight. A big strikeout for Sansone, his second strikeout of the inning. And that'll bring up Ike Schmidley. Schmidley has got hits his last 2 times up. He started 0 for 2 with an RBI, but now 2 for 4 with a stolen base, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. As he tries to drive in his 4th of the game. Off the plate for a ball, 1-0. RBI double in the 5th, came around to score after stealing 3rd and scoring on a wild pitch. RBI single in the 6th, came around to score on Domkowski's base hit. The 1-0. In there for a strike, count evens 1-1. Matt Murphy waits on deck. If Schmidley can keep the inning going, there are 2 outs. Rebels no hits in the inning, but they have 13 for the game. A 1-1. Popped it up. Let's see if Fry's got a play. He ranges over in foul territory. He will make the catch just as he gets to the warning track. So Sansone works around a couple of walks rather, for the Rebels here in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. They'll leave 2 on. Your score after 6.5 is Newmarket 8, Winchester 2. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Royals have their work cut out for them. They trail 8-2. We do have a new pitcher as expected for the Rebels. Now we want that Newmarket roster. Andrew Lynch from the West Virginia University Institute of Technology and Kaiser, West Virginia, takes over on the mound. He will face 6, 7, 8 for the Royals here in the 7th. Lynch's numbers on the season, making his 16th appearance. Wow, that's a lot of times on the mound through 36 games. He's pitched in just about half of them. He's worked 18 in the third innings, allowed 28 hits, 19 runs, 17 are earned. He's walked 9, struck out 17. He's 0-4 with an 834 earned run average. And if he's able to go the rest of the way and close this out, he would qualify for his first save of the season. Right-hander on the mound for the Rebels. Kaiser Labrusciano pits to hit for the Royals here in the bottom of the 7th. Kaiser 0 for 2. He's grounded a second, popped to short. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Pax goes 6 innings, allows just 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 was earned. The 0-1, high and tight. 1-1. You walked 2, struck out 2. He did have a balk called on him. Stands to be the winner if the Rebels and Lynch can hold on to this lead. The 1-1. Downstairs for a ball, 2-1. Royals got 2 one-out walks last inning, only got 1 of them to come in. Even had the bases loaded after an error, but only got 1 run out of it. The 2-1. Lifted down the left field side. Schmidley's got to go a long way, and they had Kaiser swung around toward right, and he had a long way to go, and it did miss being fair by much. But Schmidley couldn't catch up to it. It'll go as a strike. 2-2 the count now on Kaiser. If there is some good news, it's the fact that it's 10 till 9, and 2 games ago we hadn't even started yet. The 2-2. Lifted towards center field, coming on hard. Jake Henry Williams, he'll slide, and he dropped it. Jake Henry Williams dropped it in center field. We saw the same thing last night out of the left fielder from Percival. Wow, he came on hard, got there, settled underneath of it, and then just flat out dropped it. It'll go as the second error of the game on the Rebels, and let's see if that doesn't maybe open the floodgates for the Royals a little bit here. They need that plus a lot more, but you just got to get a start somewhere. Labrusciano, the hitter, he's 0 for 2. Popped to the catcher, grounded to second. Jake Henry Williams, generally a very good center fielder. You just don't see that from him very often. First pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Labrusciano trying to move Kaiser around to get the Royals a little bit closer. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. He threw a fastball by him, 1-1. Lynch sets the 1-1. Flare toward right field, coming on hard is Domkowski. He's not going to get there. It's going to drop in front of him, and he bobbles it, but gets it back in time before anybody moves up. AJ didn't hit it hard off the end of the bat, but he flared it into right field. Dropped in front of Domkowski, and the Royals have their first 2 on here in the inning. The Royals are going to pinch hit for Pitts here. Nick Rubendahl from Shepherd College will be the pinch hitter. Rubendahl, the right-handed hitting first baseman, will pinch hit. Probably stay in the game to play left or right rather. First pitch in there for a strike. Rubendahl, a 170 hitter, his 19th game, 9 for 53. No home runs, 7 RBIs. The Royals lift Pitts here. The 0-1 to Nick. In there for a strike. Wow, that pitch was a little bit off the plate, and I didn't think he was going to call it, but he did. So 0-2 now to Rubendale. Nick's got to put it in play and try to get the runner in from third. The 0-2. That's off the plate for a ball, 1-2. Royals down 6. Probably no desire to send Labrusciano from first. I mean, you'd like to have him in third base for a base hit, or in second where a base hit scores 2, but certainly don't want to run yourself out of an inning here. The 1-2 swung on and missed, and Rubendale down on strikes. That'll bring up Davis, who's 0 for 2. Troy Davis, the left fielder from East Stroudsburg, he struck out and popped to short. Lynch sets, first pitch to Davis. Fouled out of play, 0-1. Breaking ball misses upstairs, 1-1. Royals need Davis to get a base hit and reach and see if the top of the order can't make a run here. The 1-1. Grounded towards second base, could be 2. Flipped to second for 1, on to first. Threw it away. The Royals are going to get a run on the ground out. Newcomer threw it away. I don't know what happened there. It was going to be bang bang at first, and Murphy just couldn't come up with it. So Davis reaches on the fielder's choice. I'm assuming he'll be credited with an RBI as the double play doesn't materialize. Kaiser scores to make it 8-3. Labrusciano's out 4-6 on what should have been a double play. Davis got down the line in good shape. Would have made it close. Now Padilla hits. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. He has scored 2 of the 3 runs. He'll pop that one up but out of play. So give Davis an RBI, his first of the game, and he's at first now with 2 outs for Padilla. He'll lift this one toward right field. Should be easy for Domkowski. He'll settle and make the catch. Now Royals get a little bit closer, but nowhere near what they needed. They score a run on 1 hit. There was 1 Newmarket error and 1 Royal left on base. Your score after 7 complete is now Newmarket 8, Winchester 3. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. Nick Rubendial will stay in to play right field for the Royals. Royals will go to the bullpen. Connor Chansey on to pitch now for the Royals. Fourth pitch of the game for the Royals. West Liberty University is where Connor Chansey plays his college ball. Chansey, one of the better relievers for the Royals this season. Appearing in his 10th game, he's worked 14 innings, allowed 15 hits, 5 runs. They're all earned, 7 walks, 16 strikeouts. 1-0 with a 3.21 earned run average. Chansey trying to keep the Rebels within sight here as he fouls it over toward the Rebels dugout. Hirsch can't get to it as it bounces harmlessly right in front of the Newmarket dugout. Again, Chansey, his 10th game of the season. Sansone will leave with no decision here tonight. Get you some numbers on Sansone as that one kicks off of Hirsch's glove and goes all the way to the backstop. Leading off the 8th for the Rebels, Matt Murphy. Murphy 2 for 4, an RBI double, an RBI single. He's scored, driven in 2. He's also struck out twice. That one in there for a strike, 1-2. Chansey's wine, the 1-2. Fouled into the screen. We'll do it again, 1-2. Not the way the Royals anticipated tonight's game going when they woke up realizing they were playing the last place team in the league for their final home game of the season. That'll miss inside, 2-2. Sansone goes an inning and a third. First the 2-2 from Chansey. Again fouled into the screen. We'll do it over, 2-2. Sansone an inning and a third, no hits, no runs. He walked 2, struck out 2. Again, will not figure into the decision. Chansey on to try to keep the Rebels right here, and the Royals see if they can't put together a pretty massive comeback. Last check, Harrisonburg was losing to Culpeper. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Hirsch able to hold on to it. Murphy down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. That's the first out here in the 8th. Harrisonburg all but has first place in the South wrapped up in a first round bye. They have rallied though. They are now 2-2. Top of the 7th, Harrisonburg and Culpeper at Culpeper High School. First pitch from Chansey, swung on and missed, 0-1. Mike Domkowski 1 for 4 with an RBI single his last time up. The 0-1 will miss down and away, 1-1. Chansey winds the 1-1. Catches the outside corner, 1-2. And if it's a 3-2, 4-3 game, the Rebels might be a little more upset about that call, but up 8-3. They'll just take it as it is right now. The 1-2 from Chansey. Swung on and missed. Hirsch has got to field it and throw to first. He will in time. Quickly, 2 strikeouts for Connor Chansey here in the 8th. Scored K 2-3, and he'll bring up Lane Waltemeyer. He started the night 0 for 2. He has since collected 2 hits. He's 2 for 4 tonight. Again, 8 of the 9 Rebels have hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them have at least 2 hits. 4 have driven in runs, 4 have scored runs. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 misses upstairs, 1-1. Chansey's 1-1. Downstairs for a ball, 2-1. Chansey's 2-1, lifted toward the left, but that's going to be foul. Davis going to have no shot to catch up with that as it'll one hop into the Royals bullpen. 2-2 the count. The line, the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Chansey strikes out the side here in the eighth. Nothing doing for the Rebels, but they still lead it 8-3 after 7.5. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. We go to the eighth. Royals need to rally now. Running out of opportunities. Andrew Lynch back to the mound for the Newmarket Rebels. He came on to start the seventh inning. Gave up an unearned run. He'll face 2, 3, 4. Jones, Abraham, and Fry for the Royals here in the eighth. Ben Jones leads it off. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Royals have been out hit 13-4 tonight. First pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Downstairs for a ball, 2-0. Royals need a whole lot of base runners and a whole lot of base hits after that. They hope to rally tonight. The 2-0 to Ben Jones. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. Lynch sets his 2-1 delivery to Ben Jones. Line toward left, but Schmidley is going to be able to track it down and make the catch. Jones hit it hard, but it held up long enough for Schmidley to run underneath of it. Todd Abraham will be the hitter. He's 1 for 3, an RBI ground out in the first, base hit in the fourth, and he reached on an error in the sixth. Royals running out of chances here tonight as the crowd continues to dwindle down. Heading to home as a lot of people got to get up and go to work tomorrow, and not seeing the outcome that they were hoping for here tonight. Breaking ball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Stranger things have happened. This is the Valley League, but the Royals need to get it in gear shortly. That ball's ripped toward right field, but right at Domkowski. The Royals have hit some balls hard, but right to Rebel outfielders. One of the harder hit balls of the night, but right to Domkowski in right field. He took a couple steps back, but other than that, Parker Fry didn't miss a home run by much in the first inning. And then he came up with the bases loaded in the sixth and ripped one to right field, but it went as an RBI Ground RBI sacrifice flying. He lines this one right to Jonathan Mallow. It's second. So a couple of hard hit balls for the Royals here in the inning, but they go in order. 1, 2, 3, and out. We go to the ninth. The Royals need to keep the Rebels off the board and then find themselves a 6-run rally in the bottom of the ninth. You're listening to the Winchester Royals. It's Newmarket 8, Winchester 3. Royals will make a pitching change. Ian Kaiser will go from DH to pitcher. He'll replace Connor Chansey. Kaiser's job is to keep Newmarket at 8 runs. See if that Royals offense can't get into gear. Kaiser making his 8th appearance of the season, all in relief. He's worked 11 innings, allowed 5 hits, 10 runs. They're earned. He has walked 13 in 11 innings. He has struck out 17. He's 2-2 with an 8.18 earned run average. And barring a Royals rally, a Royals rally in the ninth, he will be the last pitcher of the night for the Royals. Connor Chansey, no decision for him. He works an inning, no hits, no runs, no walks. He did strike out all 3 hitters he faced. John Domkowski will lead it off, 6-7-8 for the Rebels here in the ninth. Domkowski 1 for 4. He singled in the 4th. He's grounded out twice and lined to short. Bottom of the 7th in Culpeper. They are still 2-2, Harrisonburg in Culpeper. Stanton beat Covington 8-2 earlier. It was Charlottesville 14-4 over Waynesboro. And Woodstock 5-1 over Front Royal. Pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Fouled into the screen, 1-1 the count. 8 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for the Rebels, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Royals. The 1-1 foul down the right field line. It should get fouled, and it will. It'll one-hop the fence, and one of the Rebels will have to go retrieve it down the right field side. Kaiser peers in, has his sign, the 1-2. Misses down, 2-2 the count. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. Kaiser gets the benefit of the doubt on a borderline call. It's the 4th strikeout for Royals pitching in a row and 5th in the last 6 hitters. I bring up Caleb Newcomer, who's the only Rebel without a hit tonight. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. First pitch. Misses down and goes all the way to the backstop. 1-0 the count. Fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Right-hander getting loose in the Newmarket bullpen, so we'll see if they send Lynch out to try to get a save or if they make a change. Fouled off to the backstop. 1-2 the count on Newcomer. Newcomer then Likas. If anybody reaches Jonathan Mallow. Mallow in the 9-hole has been on base all night, as has Jake Henry Williams in the 1-hole for Newmarket. Kaiser's 1-2. Fouled out of play. Count stays 1-2. Not surprisingly, nobody from the Newmarket side has left the ballpark yet. They're all still down there enjoying what they're seeing tonight. Kaiser sets the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Outside corner, maybe a little bit outside, but it's 8-3 in the 9th, and I think the umpire's ready to go. Again, if it's a one-run game, you're probably hearing some chirping from the Newmarket dugout, but right now they're up 5, just happy as can be. 5 strikeouts in a row for Royals pitching, and that'll bring up Likas. He's 1 for 4, a couple of groundouts, a single and a strikeout. First pitch, grounded toward third. Jones up with it, sets his feet, fires on to first in time. Kaiser retires the Rebels in order in the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Royals. They need to break out the bats and go to work. Your score, Newmarket 8, Winchester 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th. You're listening to the Winchester Royals in Valley Baseball League action. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Royals. Andrew Lynch back to the mound for the Rebels, trying to pick up his first save of the season. He will face 5, 6, 7 for the Royals here in the 9th. Hirsch, Kaiser, and Labrusciano. Anybody reaches Nick Rubendahl, who came on to pinch hit last inning, or pinch hit in the 7th, and stayed in the game to play right. Hirsch 0 for 3. In fact, the next 3 hitters are a combined 1 for 9 for the Royals. Kaiser did reach on an error and came around to score the Royals' 3rd run of the game. Lynch finishing up his warm-up toss, is ready to throw it down. As we get ready to tee it up here in the 9th, the Royals need some base runners and need them in a hurry. Again, Hirsch 0 for 3. He has flown to left and center. He's also popped to third. Rebels pitching has shut the Royals down on 4 hits through 8 innings. Royals just got 5 hits in a win last night. First pitch misses downstairs, 1-0. Royals would take a walk or 2 or 3 or 4. The 1-0 popped it up toward right field. Should be easy for Domkowski. He's going to drift back on it, settles and makes the catch. 1 out here in the 9th. That'll bring up Kaiser. Kaiser 0 for 3. He's now pitching for the Royals. He has scored 1 run. Reached on the error in the 7th inning, came around to score. First pitch to Kaiser, off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Upstairs for a ball, 2-0. Lynch is 2-0. Downstairs for a ball. Lynch allowed 3 base runners in the 7th. One came in to score. He has since retired the last 5 in a row he's faced. The 3-0 in there for a strike. 3-1. Kaiser taking all the way, knowing the Royals need some base runners. Lynch is 3-1. Misses upstairs, ball 4, and the Royals have a base runner here in the 9th. A.J. Labrusciano, he singled his last time up. He's 1 for 3. The bottom of the order, these next 3 guys just need to get on base. They don't necessarily need hits. They just need to get on base. Whether they get hit by a pitch, reach on an error, catcher's interference, it doesn't matter. You need base runners. First pitch to A.J. Catches the outside corner, 1-0. That's or 0-1 rather. That outside corner has been hot all night. Lynch sets his 0-1 to A.J. One hops it to the catcher. Nice job by Likas to knock it down and keep the runner at first. Count evens up 1-1. Just a couple guys down in the Newmarket bullpen, and they're not doing much of anything but standing around talking to each other. The 1-1. That misses high and away, 2-1. The 2-1 lifted toward right center field. Domkowski's going to range over, and he's going to make the catch for out number 2 here in the 9th. Last chance for the Royals will be Nick Rubendahl. He's 0 for 1. He struck out as a pinch hitter in the 7th. Runner takes off for second, and he'll reach on catcher's indifference. Will not be a stolen base, as the Rebels don't really care what Kaiser does. He can go out and touch the outfield fence for all they care. The 1-0 to Rubendahl. Ripped down the left field line. It's a fair ball into the corner. One run's going to score. Rubendahl cruising around. He tripped over first. It would have been an easy double, but he fell down rounding first. So give Rubendahl a hit and an RBI. Kaiser scores his second run of the game. And the Royals inch a little closer. They could have really stood for Rubendahl to be Cole Myers going to come in to pinch hit for Davis. Davis will finish tonight 0 for 3 with an RBI. Meyer from Chattahoochee Valley Community College stands in as the last chance for the Royals. Again, they'd like to have Rubendahl at second, but he tripped going around the bag. So just at first with 2 outs for Cole Meyer. Fouled out of play, 1-1. Royals still need some base runners. Rubendahl lined it right down the left field line, which should have been an RBI double, but didn't quite make it to second. He will take off and stand up at second base on catcher's indifferences. Meyer launches his bat down the left field side, and he's down in the count now 1-2 with 2 outs. the Royals still have that little nub that you rub on the bat. Maybe they haven't heard about the spray yet. That's the that's the stuff I remember. And remember that old jug that you used to dump into the rag? That was some nasty stuff. Yep, the 1-2 out in the screen. The count hangs 1-2, and all the hitters would get it on their gloves, and then they'd adjust their hats and they get it all over their helmet. 1-2 the count to Cole Myers. He tries to extend the game here. Strike three called. Myers struck out looking, and that'll do it. Royals lose this one tonight to the Newmarket Rebels by the final score of 8-4. For the Royals in the ninth, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. For the Newmarket Rebels, they score 8 runs on 13 hits. They commit 2 errors. The Royals 4 runs on 5 hits. They commit 1 error. The Rebels win just their 11th game of the season. They improved to 11-26. The Royals, in what was not necessarily a must-win game, but certainly a game that they would like to have won to keep their hopes alive of moving into second place. That is now by the wayside. They'll drop to 19-18. Winning pitcher Bryce Pax comes in with a 14.14 ERA. Goes 6 innings, allows 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He improves to 1-1 on the season. The loser will be Vincent Salvo. He goes 4 2/3, 8 hits, 4 runs. They're all earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He drops to 2-3 on the season. Credit Andrew Lynch with his first save of the season. He pitches the last 3 innings, keeping the Royals at bay, allowing just 2 hits, one of which was unearned. Offensively for the Rebels, take your pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different guys with 2 hits. Jake Henry Williams, Ike Schmedley, Matt Murphy, Blaine Waltemeyer, Jonathan Mallow. Schmedley scores 2 runs, drives in 3. Murphy scores 1, drives in 2. And Jake Henry Williams scores 3 times for the victorious Newmarket Rebels. For the Royals, they get just 5 hits tonight, same as last night, but a much different result. Jamie Padilla leads the way, 2 hits, 2 runs. And the Ian Kaiser also scored 2 runs. He did not get a hit. He reached on an error and walked. Those 2 guys scored the only 4 runs for the Royals. RBIs go to Abraham Fry, Rubendahl, and Troy Davis. Again, the Royals lose this one by the final score of 8-4, a game that they really, if they wanted any hopes of moving into second place, needed to win. Now they cannot catch the Woodstock River Bandits. It'll be a fight between them and the Purcellville Cannons as to who will be the number 3 seed. The Royals and Cannons in all likelihood will be 3 and 4. The Royals still have a chance to move into the 3 spot if they can win their next 3 games, but they're all on the road. At Front Royal tomorrow, at Newmarket Tuesday, at Purcellville on Monday. The Rebels are home tomorrow night, take on the Strasburg Express. The Royals travel to Front Royal to take on the Cardinals. Our friends at those 2 ballparks will have your calls for you. The Royals will be back here on Thursday, guaranteed now a Thursday home date for the opening round of the playoffs against either Newmarket or Front Royal, depending on how the next 3 nights shake out. Again, your final score from the ballpark. The Royals lose it 8-4 to the Newmarket Rebels. Mark Sawyer is saying good night from the ballpark. Don't forget, before you go to bed tonight, call your parents, tell them you love them, and we will talk to you Thursday nights. Good night, everybody.